Welcome to this bite-sized Open and Connect. You have the opportunity here to release tension in the body and just feel a bit more grounded and where you're at. This is a great practice morning or evening or any time of the day. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have blocks available to you, I highly recommend using them, especially if you have a limited range of motion. If you don't have blocks and you think you need them, you can use 2 books or something you can creatively find around your house. So to begin, we are actually going to start in Hero's Pose. If you need a block to put between your feet to give you some support, that is totally fine. And here we are going to begin to open up our spine and shoulders. So we're going to take our hands, interlace our fingers, press them out. So we're almost squeezing our triceps, pressing the finger mounds away. Take a nice inhale, and as you exhale, press your palms forward, round in the spine. And then inhale, gently unround the spine, lift the palms up to the sky and create a gentle back bend on the inhale. And then exhale, dropping forward, pressing palms away, rounding the spine. And just continue with that motion. We've got about 40 more seconds here. Go for one more round, press it away from you. And this time as you lift up, keep the spine nice and long. Don't create a back bend and just press the hands into the sky. Holding this, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release those hands, let them drop down by the sides. Take a nice breath in and out. You can do that again, nice inhale. Letting it out, making any sounds you would like. And we're going to move into our next variation. We're going to come into a toe pose. So you're going to take your toes, spread them out, and you're going to sit back on your heels. If you find this to be extremely uncomfortable for a minute, you can take a block, you can sit on it, you can even just come into kneeling. And we're going to begin. You're going to take your hands, interlace them behind the back. Make sure those toes are tucked. Take a nice inhale and an exhale. And next inhale, drop the hands down the spine. Tuck the tailbone, lift the chest, come into this gentle back bend. And exhale forward, back to neutral. And let's just continue with that, pressing down into this floor beneath you, inhaling, take a pause, relax the neck, and back to neutral. And again, inhale back, full breath in the back bend. And exhaling forward. One more time, inhale back. And then this time, exhale forward, come to neutral. Take those hands still clasping, alternate the clasp, so non-habitual. And see if you can lift those hands off the floor. Find your range of motion. Make sure you're not actually arching the back this time. You want navel in, up, ribs in. This is opening the shoulders. Hold this, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release, come out of that toe pose, tap out the toes. Ooh. If you need to, you can even press the floor away a little bit depending on your range of motion. You got those toes that are flexible. You can come into a little down dog, just some rebound with the toes tucked under. And then we're just gonna meet in Hero's Pose again. Nice breath in, let it out. Just resonate with the shoulders opening, the energy you just made room for to move in the chest, the spine, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. And let's keep going. We're just gonna move in to a down dog. If you would like to just stay in tabletop for this, you're welcome to. We're gonna have a minute here. So if you're coming into down dog, tuck those toes, press up and back, wrapping those elbows back around, not hyperextending, making sure that the spine is nice and long. We're not rounding, keeping it nice and active in the shoulders. We've got about 40 more seconds here. Feel this down dog. Let it be active and at ease at the same time. Find the strength here. Find the peace here. Holding it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come back to tabletop. And we're gonna move into a lizard. So take that left leg, extend it out to the outside of the left hand, keeping the back knee still relaxed. And we're going to start to lower. If you need a block for support here to keep your spine long, so we're not doing this motion here, take the block, create the space. You can have your back toes tucked under, though I recommend relaxed. And from here, we're just gonna find our space. We've already been here a few seconds, so just lower. Think about that whole time, keeping almost that cow leg back as you come through into this. And everything's staying the same. We're going to press our hands up. If you were down on your forearms, if you have that block, I highly recommend taking it, place it underneath your right hand, and we're going to twist over to the left side. If this twist is enough, you can keep it here. If you want to create that bind with the back leg, pulling it in, you're welcome to as well. You can even think about shifting the hips back, pulling the knee in, and then dropping the hips back forward. We're gonna hold this, we've got 30 seconds. Breathe. Three more breaths. And gently releasing, unbinding if you did so. Shimmy that foot in between the hands. If you've got the blocks, please take them. If you would like support with a half split, drag that foot forward so the knee stays pretty much underneath the hips. And we're just gonna start to hinge forward. Starting to find that space first here on the top of the foot, driving those toes into the earth. And then lifting the toes off, trying to bring those toes back towards you, heel away from you. 30 more seconds. If you've got the space, you can try to lower, breathe. If the blocks are there to support you, that's fine. 10 more seconds. And coming out of it, taking those blocks away, driving that foot back, meeting a tabletop. Oh, you can rock the hips back and forth a second. And let's switch sides. Take that right foot, bring it to the outside of the right hand. Find yourself in that lizard of choice. The depth, of course, where you need it. 30 seconds in lizard, just like this, without the bind. And pressing up, we're gonna come into that twist. If you have the block, keep it under your left hand for more support. And an inhale, sweeping the arm up. Exhale, twist over. If this is enough for you, maybe you come to a bind behind the back, down the leg. If not, we're holding it in 30 seconds. And gently release it. Shimmy that foot in between the hands and press back into the half split of choice. First, bringing those toes down. Feel that stretch through the front of the ankle, the foot, the shin. And then lift those toes towards you. 15 more seconds. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Breathe into the space you're making, not judging it, just letting it be. One more breath. And roll forward, bring that right foot back and shift back into child's pose. You got about 45 seconds here. Find the breath, connect the breath with the movement of the spine. Inhaling, really stretching the back body as it rises. Exhaling, letting yourself fall in. We'll give us a full minute here. Last few breaths. Let them be deep, intentional. And pulling yourself back up to tabletop. We might have a guest come through. Go ahead, and we're gonna turn this into just a little bit of strength before we finish out. So we're gonna do a staggered tabletop kickback, a lot of words. Here's what this looks like. On one hand, you're going to be in dolphin. On the other hand, you're going to be almost in a chaturanga. So one hand's like this, right? The other hand is going to be pressed up, lifting you like this. So you're gonna have almost that staggered-like stance, okay? Then from there, so let's start with this one bent, left leg bent, left arm bent. Words. We're gonna start here, left arm bent, dolphin-like with the right arm, and you're going to kick back with that left leg, press the heel away from you, and then exhale, drive that knee into the elbow. Inhale back, find length, exhale, crunch to the left side. That's 2. And again, 3, keep going. 4, you should feel that kick in the glute, especially driving with the heel back. I have 3 more. 3, 2, last one. This is nice and mobilizing as well. Last one, kick it back. And back to neutral. Relax the hips for a second. You can drop back child's pose, puppy pose. 5 breaths. And get yourself ready. Dolphin-like arm left side, bent elbow on the right side, and kick back right leg, heel driving away from you. Exhale, drive knee into elbow on the right side. Inhaling back, lengthen. Exhale, pull in. 2. Keep going. 3. 4. 5. 6. 2 more. 7. Last one. And 8. Bring it back down to tabletop and just lower yourself onto your belly. We're gonna come into a prone scorpion, taking our arms out to a shoulder open. So take that left hand, extend it out into a half T. And we're just gonna lay on our belly, bend the right leg. Taking that right arm, you can kind of press yourself, rolling over to the left side. Listen to your range of motion and roll over into this scorpion. And hold. Three, breathing, 2, and 1. Roll back through center and switch sides. Take that left hand in, right arm extended out. Bend the left leg, press yourself over to the right side, listening, listening to that range of motion. Thirty seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back through center. Oh, you can give yourself a little cobra action, and then we're gonna roll over onto our backs to finish up. Finding yourself in corpse pose. You can take your hands, place them down by the sides, or if you like, I invite you to place your hand one on the belly, one on the heart. And just start to focus in back on the breath, the stillness, letting yourself resonate and collect all the motion you just did, bringing it back to your body, back to the stillness, noticing how your body got to open and connect. Keeping your focus on the inhales, letting the belly rise, ribs, heart rise. And the exhale, dropping down. And you're welcome to stay here as long as you would like, but this is the end of this class. Please enjoy the stillness any longer. Thanks for joining.